Can you tell us your name?
My name is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What kind of basketball player are you?
I'm an all-around player. I can jump, I can shoot, I can pass the ball. I can do everything in the court.
What is your goal for your career?
I want to be an NBA player.
That was Giannis Antetokounmpo on February 13th, 2013. Just 8 years ago. Back then, he wasn't looked at as a top prospect, at least in February. That changed when the draft got closer and closer. He quickly became a projected mid-first round pick, which is where he was eventually taken. The Milwaukee Bucks picked him at number 15 in the 2013 NBA draft, and the rest is history. Since then, he's received 2 MVPs, a Defensive Player of the Year award, 5 All-Star selections, 5 All-NBA selections, and 4 All-Defensive Team selections, and now a championship and a Finals MVP, depending on if the Chris Middleton Finals MVP narrative was strong enough or not. But you look at this resume, and then you remember that he's still only 26 years old. This resume for someone at his age is almost unheard of, and yet there are people that still doubt how great he actually is. Because while he does have all these accolades, he still has glaring flaws in his game, flaws that I myself have been very critical about in the past. But this playoff run has shown that he's working to get rid of those flaws, or at least make them a non-factor. He's been having an all-time great playoff run, and yet we still see a lot of people, not even just NBA fans, but NBA players, questioning how good this dude actually is. And it's been extremely weird to see, because this isn't necessarily a new thing. Back in around 2016-2017, I don't think I saw a single person hating on Giannis. He was a young 21, 22-year-old slowly finding his way in the NBA, and was on his way to winning Most Improved Player. You had a lot of people, including myself, making predictions about his career down the line. All of that changed once he won his first MVP, and a lot of the hate Giannis started getting from people, specifically from NBA players, was mainly started by this man, James Harden. Because after Giannis won his first MVP back in 2019, this is what Harden had to say about Giannis as a player.
Yeah, or when I'm done. When it's all said and done, they'll appreciate it more. But I wish I could just run and with 7 feet and run and just dunk. Like, that takes no skill at all. I gotta actually learn how to play basketball and how to have skill,
Holy shit. I do not like this dude at all. But that interview would set off a chain reaction, and we're at the point where we are now, where Giannis is putting up 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 5 assists every night, and yet we don't see as many people talking about it because he doesn't have the same skill set as someone like, say, Kevin Durant, who plays more like a taller shooting guard than an athletic center like Giannis. That's just insane to me, because while Giannis has faced defenses that gave him massive problems in the past, he was still putting up the numbers that we're used to seeing from him. It's just that it wasn't resulting in the finals appearances that we were expecting out of the team. But as soon as he was able to get to the finals, by the way, after having an all-time great Game 7, we've seen him putting up the same numbers and then some. Giannis already has 2 all-time finals moments in his first time here, along with the other ridiculous stats. He has the block,
Tucker on him, throws it up for Ayton, shot blocked by Antetokounmpo,
and the lob.
it's inside, leans in, knocked away and stolen by Holiday. Phoenix has to foul, and Antetokounmpo throws it down.
He's also joined Shaq as the only 2 players in finals history with 40 points and 10 rebounds in back-to-back finals games. He has the highest scoring quarter in finals history in the last 25 seasons. And keep in mind, I know that time may seem like it's warping these days, but he's doing all this after looking like he was going to be out for the playoffs. Like I said in my last video, your knee is not supposed to do this. This man's knee bent backwards like a full 45 degrees, and he misses 2 games, and then he comes out here and has an all-time great finals series, and after all that, we somehow get to the point where we have dudes like Kendrick Perkins, and yes, I'm pulling up a Kendrick Perkins take, it will make sense in a little bit, but we have guys like Kendrick Perkins coming out on national TV saying that Giannis is Robin and Chris Middleton is Batman. What? And this isn't just like a case of, oh, but that's Kendrick Perkins, who cares? Because I tweeted about the series that Giannis is having, and I've gotten more than a few replies telling me, well, actually, Chris Middleton did this in Game 3, so he's actually the Finals MVP. And you know what? Why just stop at NBA fans? NBA players have even hopped on the train to the point where we have guys like CJ gonna be traded soon McCollum, and Spencer Dinwiddie making up hypotheticals to say Giannis isn't Finals MVP. The Spencer Dinwiddie one is particularly weird because it involves the thing that took away a full year of our lives, and if you were unfortunate enough, took away loved ones and those close to you. Talking about if Giannis were to catch the virus, would that make Chris Middleton Finals MVP? That's the point where we are now. I was in Discord the other day with my guys TSoS Sage and Legend of Winning on stream, talking about that tweet I just brought up, and this is what they had to say about it.
But Giannis checks off literally every single box and like and also legitimately plays defense. And the fact that are literally trying to write a script for a Mike or Zimba video is ridiculous. I've never seen it. I've never in my life seen it. No one in their right mind said, yo, but like if anybody else on TV said that, you'll be called a hater. Because when Skip Bayless says, what if Kyrie missed that shot, or what if Ray Allen missed that shot? He's a hater. You're telling me, you're sitting here telling me you can literally sit there and say, what if this man catches COVID and you're okay with that? Like, what are we saying right now?
You know what's also crazy, bro?
That's wild.
It's just, it doesn't make any sense, man. Because Giannis's life is literally a storybook. He's the son of immigrant parents from Nigeria, and because of certain laws, he had no citizenship until he was 18. He worked hard enough to make the NBA, although still being a project player at the time he was drafted. He dedicated a lot of time and effort to become one of the best players in the world. He stayed loyal to the small market team he was drafted to. He signed a contract extension a year earlier than he realistically was supposed to. He led that small market team to the NBA Finals, put up all-time great numbers in said playoffs and finals, is a great, genuine person outside of basketball, and here we are with NBA players making up hypotheticals about him catching the virus just to make an argument for someone else winning Finals MVP. So I ask again, what is happening?
What the f*** are we doing out here? I asked you, what in the f*** are we doing here?
Like, this is one of the weirdest things that I've ever seen in my time as a basketball fan. And I was gonna make another point about his actual performance in the finals, but Sage already brought that up on a recent live stream he did after Game 5, so I'll just leave that clip here.
John Morant beat the Jazz. John Morant made it in the play-in. Everybody was sicing Ja. LeBron James had a fantastic game. Everybody was on Bron. Hell, I was talking about him. Damian Lillard has 50. Can't miss a in 3 to save his goddamn life. Everybody's talking about Dame. But Giannis is out here making the best finals plays in history. Like some of the best finals plays in history. Giannis got 2 of them. His first time there, he has 2 iconic moments already. Giving you 42 and a half, 5 and 13, and nobody says a word. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's honestly a joke. The only somewhat sus game from Giannis' entire series was game 1, where I apologize. He had 20 and 17 on 6 of 11 shooting. That's his worst game of the series. I wonder the why these were his numbers.
And so I ask, considering Giannis's career path, his life leading up to the NBA, and how unlikely it was for him to even be at this point, let alone here at the age of 26, isn't it about time that everybody starts giving him the respect he deserves? James, Spencer, CJ, Kendrick, I'm looking at all of you, and also anybody in my Twitter thread that said Middleton for Finals MVP. If this video is up and Chris Middleton has a Finals MVP, that award has no meaning anymore. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm done with the rant. With all that being said, I want to know what you guys have thought about Giannis's career up until this point, and also where do you think he'll rank by the time he retires? Let me know what you think. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you're new, hit the bell to be notified when I upload, comment down below what you want to see next, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.
As my dad told me, always want more, but never be greedy. My goal is to win a championship, and we're going to do whatever it takes to make that happen. Thank you, guys.